I didn't intend on doing this, which is why some stuff is already done. So I am using the Natasha Denona concealers. It's like a dark patch right there, but you know, there's a dark patch up there too. And look how my hairline is dark like that. I digress. So under this eye is the NY10, the initial one that I purchased, and I really liked it. And so I said, let me see if I can dupe the Estee Lauder that I use around here. So I did swatch the Estee Lauder in Sephora, and then I swatched some of, I'm going to tilt you, some of the Natasha's, and the NY12 was closest, but not quite. And the Natasha's, they do oxidize on me. When I first put this on, the Y10, in a live stream, I did not like it, but then as time went on, I'm like, that looks really good, because I'm used to and I'm okay with some of my under eye discoloration shining through, but I was like, where the heck did it go? So I had credit, and so yes, I purchased Sculpt, and I purchased 2 more concealers after swatching in the store. And I was looking at videos, and I kind of had an idea of what I was going to purchase, but I'm like, I still want to see. Someone made a good point in their videos saying it can be overwhelming because they have like 50 shades, 40 shades of concealers, and they're very nuanced. And so even swatching them, I'm just like, yeah, let's just try this one. So this is the initial one, the Y10 under this eye. This eye is the NY11, and that's what this looks like. And I put this on maybe 3-4 minutes ago, so it has dried down to what it's going to be. And so even looking at the Y10 and the NY11, you see how they are different, and they do show up different. This is my darkest patch, like right in here. But the NY11, I'm liking that better than the NY10, but because I don't mind some of my discoloration coming through, because we accept our features here at the Crazy Troll Nation, I will continue to use this. But looking at the 2 shades, it is different. And I did not put a label like what it's described as, but the Y is supposed to be yellow, which is golden, and this is NY, which is neutral yellow. So that is that one. Around my nose area, you might not see it right here. A little bit of these go along with y'all, and that's why I have this all the way up here, because I did my 3 little touchdowns, and then it was so much that, you know, I'm just like, let me just do all that too. So, and you see some of this up here too. So the NY12, it has my mustache. And that's here, but because I put too much, you know, I tapped it out here too. So this is what the NY12 looks like for this part of my skin. And my face has like 3 different undertones. So that's why here, like, you don't see it, but then when I bring it out here, you do see it. And you see a little bit over here. So this is the NY12. I am liking it though. And we are going to put on the Fenty foundation, because then you're going to see like, oh yeah, they really do. It really does what it's supposed to do. So I'm trying to get these in order. So NY10, no, Y10, NY11, NY12. So all of them are, I mean, and looking at them in the package, it's like, they look very similar, but you see how they show up different. And my undertone around my nose is more olivey. This part of my face is more neutral. My chin and my forehead leans a little, what did I just say? Under my this area tends to be a little neutral, and the same as my forehead. I mean, should I edit that out? No, because y'all know by now, and that's why this is the Crazy Troll Nation. This area of my face and my forehead leans a tad olive. My cheeks lean neutral. Overall, I am golden, which to me doesn't equate to yellow, but that's what brands seem to equate it with. And so that's why people do use more than one concealer, and I will be using the Y10 and the Y11. Y10, Y11, Y10, NY11. Y'all probably like, I don't know what the hell this girl's talking about. She is so confusing. Y10, NY11, and this is the NY12 that's around my nose area. And I'm just like, these, I am digging both of these. I'm looking at something because I put something the wrong way. My OCD, y'all. So I'm looking at, I set these side by side because of how the labels are. So you'll see the labels are all on this side, but look how this one is backwards. And so I'm looking at this like, okay, I need to redo that label. so it could all face the same way. Y'all, OCD is serious. And I'm going to have to redo the label on the side too, because this one is here, but the other two is on this side. But then that makes this one the only one that's backwards. I just now noticed that. I'm like, why does that look different? And so we're going to put on the Fenty foundation. Y'all like, girl, you scattered. Welcome to the craziness. I did use the Fenty Soft Matte Foundation because I ran out of the milk. We are still going to use the Fenty Soft Lip, and we are going to do an eye video after this in another video. But we're going to put this on so you can see like how it... Y'all, I was just like, what? So this is the Fenty foundation. So we're going to start here and just dot it around. And because I had extra NY12 under my nose, I did put it here and also up here just to use it. And so this is the 335 in the Fenty foundation that I use. The soft lip does not oxidize. The soft matte does, but it oxidizes into the same exact shade that the soft lip looks like when I put it on. So I think that's just, I don't know what to think about that. They oxidize to the same exact shade, but I'm just like, why does one oxidize and one doesn't? And there are some other foundations that oxidize and also concealers such as Natasha Denona, but it's just like, So that's something to think about. And that's what it was with the Natasha Y10. I was like, I don't like how this looks. But then as it dried down, I'm like, you know what? This is really good. So I probably would not repurchase the NY12, but what I want to do is I want to put the NY11 under here, but because it looks so good here, which the undertone in my eye does its own thing, I doubt that it'll match under my nose. The Y10, excuse me, did not match under my nose, and I don't think the NY11 will either. But look how this looks though. Like my under my nose, you can't tell that concealer is too dark. This foundation, because it is my perfect shade, everything just flows. Like my entire face is like one color, and that never happens. By the time I powder down and do all of that, but then you have so many other colors on your face, from your bronzers, the blushes, the highlighters, you know, whatever else. But this is, look at my face. And it makes my eyelids look pink. But yeah, this is it, y'all. And I want to say I would not repurchase the Estee Lauder. I was talking to Bestie about it, and we do still have foundation left, because the Estee Lauder is full coverage, and it's dry, but it doesn't make my skin feel dry, if that makes sense. But it is perfect for here. But even with the NY12, now that I'm looking at it, I probably would repurchase, because by the time I put on foundation, like, it looks perfect. And so maybe I would. Maybe I would not repurchase the Y10. This is the NY11, and I do like that one better. I need to put the NY11 over here, because my darkest patch, as I said, is in this corner right here, like right in here. So I need to put that there. But y'all, look at my... I am loving this. So that's going to be it for this video, because we're going to do an eye look in another video. And yeah, I just wanted y'all to see like what this looks like, because I know there's a lot of videos out about this concealer and trying to find your shade, and quite a few videos I saw, they do recommend going in the store to swatch, and I do recommend that, because it's very nuanced, and they all are actually different. So just to show you again, this is the NY10, that's under this eye. NY11, that's under this eye. And even looking at them, you can see that they are different. So it is really just kind of hard to like find your shade. And this is the NY12, that's around my nose area. So they is very nuanced, but as you saw on my face before I put on foundation, they do show up different. They do dry down and look different, and so it's very challenging. I think on the Ulta website they had a find your shade, and on the Sephora website, if I'm not mistaken, they did not. And so I thought that was strange, because usually on Sephora site they have a find your shade for foundations and concealers. So I was surprised to see it on the Ulta website, if I'm not mistaken. But it's still, and I think it might have said NY11, but watching it in videos with people who are my complexion or a tad darker, it looked too light, so I wasn't sure. But when I swatched them, I was like, let's try it. And look at my face, y'all. Where'd my mustache area go? It is not disrespectful anymore. So that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've tried any of the Natasha Denona concealers. If you have, what do you think of them? I never purchased the first one because the reviews were mixed. Actually, they weren't mixed. Most people were like, this is too dry, this ain't it, blah, 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 blah. I will say with this one, though, it does crease, because look at all my wonderful wrinkles. It's going to crease. I don't care what they say. But that's not a problem for me. And I do blow down my eyeshadow on my lower lash line, so that kind of camouflages it too. But let me know if you tried any of the Natasha Denona Hy-Glam, whatever, concealers. It says it on here, don't it? No, it just says Natasha Denona. Yeah, Hy-Glam concealer. Let me know if you tried them, what you think. Were you able to find your shade, or do you mix shades, or do you do all the things? Because in Natasha's videos, they do one under eye, they do one for bronzer, they do one for highlight, they do one for your chin, your cupid's bow up here on your chin and on your nose. So she's using like 4 or 5 different ones for different areas of the face. All I do is under eye and around my nose area. So let me know how you do your concealer. Do you just do like me, you know, under your eyes and then maybe spot conceal, or if you have a disrespectful area that you're trying to cover, or do you do all the things, the highlighters, and use it for bronzer and contour and all of that stuff? So let me know that, but do leave your thoughts below, because if someone's reading comments, it may help them decide to try it, not to try it, or possibly what shade they would be if they're not able to get to the store to do swatches. And so I know this was scattered all over the place, impromptu. We're here, we did it, we're done. Stuff is popping up for you to watch over here. Thank you, and you'll see me soon.